All right, so as I'm sure many of you have already heard, conservative commentator Charlie Kirk was killed earlier today at a campus in Utah, right after giving a speech about guns in this country. The suspect has not been caught, by the way, but of course, conspiracy theories are already circulating everywhere, as they do, and the current administration is also trying to make this a leftist issue. They are already trying to point fingers and politicize this, and probably one of the most disturbing things, and in my opinion, is that today Trump said he was going to be ordering the flag's half-staff in the United States in honor of Charlie, which is really an odd thing to do and a slap in the face to victims of gun violence in this country, which happen, as you know, all too often, and especially to families of young children. That makes me sick. And there was no half-staff for actual politician Melissa Horton when she was murdered. So doing this for a political commentator just because he kissed up to you, and not doing it for all Americans who have suffered from gun violence, is sickening. I'm not going to go into the memes. I'm definitely not going to show you the video or even parts of the video. It's disgusting. I accidentally watched it. I had just opened Twitter for the first time today and I saw it. Fortunately, I saw an image that was filmed from very far away, so the quality wasn't great, and I closed the app right away. But this is also part of the problem. We're just becoming so desensitized to gun violence in this country. Right away, Nancy Mace came out and said that Democrats owned what happened today, which is really just laughable. So again, already out here making this us versus them, which is completely unnecessary. And luckily, this journalist had some cojones and asked, well, are Republicans going to own the shooting of the Minnesota lawmakers? And she responded with saying, are you kidding me? So they are already painting this as an us versus them, and that's sickening. I think this is the only thing I'm going to really show, and I'm not even going to show the whole video, but of course people are already digging up old clips of Charlie's and they've been circulating everywhere online. But I think this is probably the most important. This is a quote from him where he said he thinks empathy is a made-up New Age term that does a lot of damage. A lot of people are using that quote to say that they won't have empathy for him. Yeah, the person responsible needs to be the shooter, not a left versus right or center. We know that term empathy has already been something that's been vilified for quite some time now, because it has to do with feeling and caring, which is funny considering, or not funny, but ironic considering that many people identify as self-professed Christians. So if anything, they should have empathy and care for other human beings, even if they don't politically align with them. And even more disturbing is the lack of conversation around children who were shot today as well at Evergreen High School in Evergreen, Colorado. So 3 children were critically injured, including the shooter, where a boy opened fire with a handgun. And sadly, this is actually the first time I'm reading this, but one of those 3 children did die. It's just not clear if it was the victim or the shooter. So here we go, raising flags for a conservative commentator because he's friendly with you, but not raising it for children and the countless other victims of gun violence in this country. And it's disheartening, man. It's an odd combination between the feeling of shock and numbness. I feel like we should be focusing on the kids. From what I've seen, not a whole lot of people are. And once again, this is just more proof that we need to seriously address some mode of gun control in this country. Put more money into healthcare, into education, because yes, and I will say it, and I will become a broken record, all of these things are intertwined. All of them.